Listen to me now, you have one life, one shot, and every single day that passes is another moment you'll never get back. If you're not careful, you'll look back one day wondering where all the time went, asking yourself why you didn't act when you had the chance. But here's the harsh truth: opportunities don't wait for you. They don't give second chances. They knock once, and if you're not ready, they move on to someone else. That's why I'm standing here today, because I want to light a fire in you, no opportunity wasted. Life is filled with opportunities, some big, some small, but all significant in their own right. The problem is many of us wait for the perfect moment, believing that somehow the right time will just present itself. But that perfect moment, that magical instance where everything aligns, doesn't exist. The truth is, the only perfect moment is the one you create. Opportunities are all around us, but they don't wait for anyone. They don't knock twice. They don't sit around waiting for us to be ready. Opportunities are fleeting. They are moments that arrive unannounced, and if we don't act, they vanish as quickly as they appeared. Waiting for the right time is the biggest mistake you can make. Think about it, the longer you wait, the more you risk watching those opportunities pass you by. Each one is a stepping stone to something greater, but you have to make the decision to step forward. Now, we all face fear. Fear of failure, fear of making the wrong choice, fear of what others might think. But here's what you need to understand: fear is part of the process. It's a signal that you're on the edge of something big. It means you're pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. If you wait for the fear to go away, you'll be waiting forever. But if you choose to take action despite the fear, you'll find that it's not as powerful as it seems. Seizing every moment means pushing past your doubts and hesitations. It means recognizing that every second counts, and that each opportunity is a chance to improve, to grow, to step closer to your goals. It means deciding that you're not going to let life pass you by, but instead you're going to grab every moment with both hands and make the most of it. Opportunities don't just come in the form of big, life-changing events. Sometimes it's the small decisions, the subtle actions, the things you do every day that build up over time and create the life you desire. These moments are often overlooked, but they are just as valuable, if not more so, than the big breakthroughs. It's the daily habits, the routine choices, the things you do when no one is watching, that ultimately determine your success. Think about how many opportunities you've let slip by in your life. How many moments have you let go thinking you get another chance? But those chances don't come around again. When they're gone forever. And that's why you have to act now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't doubt yourself. Life is moving, and every moment you hesitate is a moment you'll never get back. Seizing every moment means choosing to act even when you don't feel ready. It means embracing discomfort, embracing uncertainty, and understanding that the journey is more important than the destination. It's not about waiting for the stars to align or for someone to give you permission. It's about looking at your life, looking at the opportunities in front of you, and deciding that today, right now, is the time to move. So the question is, what are you waiting for? Time isn't going to stop for you, and neither are opportunities. The moment you start waiting is the moment you begin losing ground. Take action right now and seize every moment before it slips through your fingers. The clock is ticking, and your future is being written with every choice you make today. Don't waste it. Regret is one of the most powerful emotions you can experience. It's not just a fleeting feeling that you can shake off. It can haunt you, weigh you down, and impact every part of your life. It's the feeling you get when you look back and realize you let an opportunity slip through your fingers, knowing deep down that you could have done something about it. Regret doesn't just linger, it festers and grows, making you question every decision you've made that led to that moment. But here's the thing about regret: it doesn't have to be your story. You can choose to avoid it by acting now, by taking the opportunities that come your way instead of waiting for the right time. Think about the moments in your life when you've looked back and wished you had acted differently. Maybe it was a job you didn't apply for, a conversation you didn't have, or a risk you didn't take. Maybe it was an opportunity to step up and show the world who you really are, but you held back, thinking it wasn't the right moment, or you were too scared to take the first step. That kind of regret is paralyzing. It's not just about what you didn't do, but how it makes you feel about yourself. It chips away at your confidence, and over time, it can create a belief that you're someone who misses out, someone who isn't able to seize the big moments in life. That's a dangerous narrative to tell yourself. Regret can hold you hostage in your own life if you let it. But the real cost of regret isn't just emotional, it's time lost. You can't rewind time, you can't go back and change your past. Once that moment passes, it's gone forever. And the longer you sit in regret, the more you waste the time you still have. The biggest tragedy isn't failure, it's the what ifs and the thought that maybe, just maybe, you could have done something differently, but you chose not to. And what's worse is that it doesn't end there. Regret builds on itself. You miss one opportunity and then you hesitate again, afraid of repeating the same mistake. This cycle can become self-perpetuating, making you afraid to take risks, afraid to step outside your comfort zone, and afraid to grab the next opportunity when it presents itself. But here's the truth: you don't have to live with that kind of regret. You can break the cycle right now by making a choice to act, by choosing to take action instead of holding back. Every time you hesitate, you give regret more power over you. But when you choose to go after what you want, when you take risks and make decisions, you rob regret of its power. Taking action frees you. It's liberating because even if you fail, you can stand tall knowing you took your shot, knowing you gave it your all. And failure in this case isn't something to regret, it's something to learn from. It's part of the process. It's a step on the road to success. Imagine a life free of regret. Imagine knowing that every opportunity that came your way, you grabbed with both hands, even if it was scary, even if you were uncertain. That's how you take control of your life. Regret comes from passivity, from sitting back and letting life happen to you. When you choose to act, even if you fail, you live without that weight. You live with purpose. So the next time an opportunity presents itself, ask yourself, do I want to regret not taking this chance? Or do I want to move forward knowing I gave it everything I had? The choice is yours. Don't let regret be the story you tell. Let action be the story of your life instead. Time is the one resource you can never get back. It's the one thing in life that's truly finite. Once a moment is gone, it's gone forever. You can lose money and gain it back, lose relationships and rebuild them, but when it comes to time, there are no second chances. Every minute you waste is a minute you'll never see again, and that's why time is your most precious resource. Yet many of us live as though time is limitless, as though we can afford to waste it without consequence. The reality, however, is that each moment is an opportunity, and every decision you make about how you use your time directly shapes your future. We often think we have all the time in the world, but the truth is life moves quickly. We get caught up in the day-to-day grind, going through the motions, checking things off our to-do list and getting lost in distractions until we look up and realize that time has passed us by. The years slip away without us fully grasping the value of each day, each hour. When we don't recognize how valuable time is, we squander it on things that don't matter, on pursuits that don't align with our deepest desires or ambitions. The most painful realization is that we've been busy but not productive. We've been active but not purposeful. You cannot afford to waste time. Every decision you make about how you spend your time impacts your life. Whether you're working toward a goal or simply passing the time, you're shaping your future with each passing moment. Now think about it, the successful people you admire didn't get to where they are by letting time slip away. They valued every second, understood the importance of using their time wisely, and made conscious choices about how to invest it. Time is the great equalizer. Whether you're rich or poor, young or old, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. It's what you do with those hours that defines your life. There's a saying, don't count the days, make the days count, and that's the key to making the most of your time. Intentionality is everything. If you go through life without a plan, without clear goals, you're allowing time to pass you by without direction. But when you live with purpose, when you have clear intentions for how you want to use your time, that's when you start creating real, lasting change. It's not about working yourself into the ground. It's about being deliberate with the time you have. If you spend your time on things that don't align with your goals, dreams, and values, you'll find yourself filled with regret. But if you dedicate your time to meaningful pursuits, whether it's personal growth, relationships, or career advancement, you'll look back and feel a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that you use your most precious resource wisely. We all have the same 24 hours, but not everyone uses them in the same way. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often boils down to how they spend their time. You may not be able to control everything in your life, but you have full control over how you manage your time. So think about how you're spending yours. Are you making every moment count? Or are you letting time slip away? Time is the one resource that once it's gone, it's gone, it's gone for good. Don't wait for a wake-up call. Don't wait for a crisis to make you realize how valuable time really is. Start today. Be intentional. Make every second count. The life you want is built in the moments you choose to use wisely. Doubt is something that we all face. It's that voice in your head telling you you're not good enough, that you might fail, or that you're just not ready yet. It holds us back, paralyzing us in moments when we need to move forward. The problem is, if you listen to that doubt, if you let it control you, you'll never take the first step. And without that first step, there's no progress, no growth, no chance to reach your goals. The truth is, doubt is a natural part of the process. It's the fear of the unknown, the fear of stepping outside of your comfort zone. But here's the most important thing to remember: action is the antidote to doubt. When doubt creeps in, it often comes from a place of uncertainty about the outcome. We're afraid of failure, of making the wrong decision, of putting ourselves out there and getting hurt. But if you wait for all your doubts to disappear before taking action, you'll be waiting forever. The reality is, doubt doesn't just vanish on its own. It has to be pushed aside, faced head on, and overcome through action. You can't think your way past doubt. The only way to truly move beyond it is to act, to take that step despite the uncertainty. Action proves to you that you're capable, that you can handle the challenges that come with taking risks. The thing about doubt is that it often creates a vicious cycle. The longer you hesitate, the more your doubts grow. You start to second guess yourself, and the longer you stay stuck, the harder it becomes to take action. But here's the key: taking action breaks that cycle. Every time you push through doubt and do something, even if it's small, it builds momentum. Each action you take, no matter how insignificant it might seem at the time, is a victory over your own fears. And that victory gives you the courage to take bigger steps the next time doubt rears its head. It's important to understand that doubt doesn't define you. It's just a feeling, a fleeting emotion that comes and goes. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you let it control your actions, or will you push forward, showing yourself that you can take charge and move through it? The difference between success and failure is often not talent or resources, it's the willingness to act in spite of your doubts. People who succeed don't wait for all their fears to disappear. They act anyway, knowing that doubt is just part of the journey. Every successful person has felt doubt at some point, but they chose action over fear, progress over hesitation, and success over sitting on the sidelines. Doubt is a feeling that tries to stop you from moving forward. It tells you all the reasons why you should hold back, why you should wait, why you might fail. But the real failure is not in making a mistake, it's in not trying at all. Every time you act, even if the outcome isn't perfect, you've gained something invaluable: experience, growth, and the confidence to act again. Action is what turns your dreams into reality. Without it, those dreams remain just that, dreams. So the next time doubt tries to hold you back, remind yourself the only way to truly fail is to not take action at all. Step forward even if you're uncertain. Your future is shaped by the actions you take today. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world. It shapes your perceptions, your actions, and your outcomes. The way you think about yourself, your abilities, and the world around you has a profound effect on what you can achieve. Mindset is not just a passive state of mind, it's a driving force that dictates your success or failure. Whether you realize it or not, the way you think about challenges, setbacks, and opportunities will determine the trajectory of your life. The most successful people don't just rely on skill or talent alone, they also have a mindset that drives them forward. Even when the odds seem stacked against them, they believe in themselves, they believe in growth, and they believe that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and get better. This is the power of a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset see failure not as a reflection of their inability, but as a necessary part of the learning process. They don't fear mistakes, they embrace them as stepping stones toward greater success. They understand that skills can be developed, intelligence can be enhanced, and setbacks are just temporary obstacles that can be overcome. On the other hand, a fixed mindset, the belief that abilities are innate and cannot be changed, can limit your potential. People with a fixed mindset tend to avoid challenges because they're afraid of failure or looking incompetent. They often see effort as fruitless because they believe their abilities are fixed and can't be improved. This mindset keeps them from reaching their full potential because they're afraid to step out of their comfort zone and try new things. A fixed mindset limits your world. It holds you back from the very opportunities that could change your life. So how do you develop a mindset that supports growth, success, and fulfillment? It starts with the belief that you are capable of more than you realize. It's the understanding that your abilities aren't fixed. They can be expanded, honed, and improved through effort, perseverance, and the right attitude. Your mindset is your greatest asset. If you believe you can learn, adapt, and improve, you'll keep pushing forward even when things get tough. But if you allow self-doubt and negativity to cloud your thinking, you'll limit yourself from even trying. One of the most powerful tools to cultivate a positive, growth-driven mindset is self-talk. The way you speak to yourself influences how you see the world and your place in it. Your internal dialogue can either lift you up or tear you down. When faced with challenges, do you say, I can't do this, or do you say, I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm going to keep working at it? The language you use with yourself matters because it shapes how you respond to difficulties. Instead of looking at setbacks as proof of your limitations, view them as opportunities to grow. The more you reinforce this mindset, the more naturally it will come to you in moments of adversity. The best part about mindset is that it's within your control. No one else can shape your mindset for you. It's a choice you make every single day. It's a decision to believe that growth is possible, to see challenges, opportunities, and to stay committed to your vision no matter how difficult the road may be. Your mindset is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Without the right mindset, even the greatest opportunities can pass you by. But with the right mindset, you can achieve things you never thought possible. The only limits are the ones you set for yourself. And if you choose to cultivate a mindset of possibility, you'll discover that the sky's the limit. Often, the biggest barrier standing between you and success is not external circumstances or other people, it's you. The beliefs you hold about your own abilities, the limitations you impose on yourself, and the fear of failure or rejection all play a huge role in determining how far you'll go in life. Your biggest obstacle is the story you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you can begin to break free from the chains of self-doubt and self-imposed limitations. Many people are unaware of just how much power their beliefs have over them. They allow fear and negativity to dictate their actions, believing that they can't achieve something because of some perceived deficiency or past failure. But these thoughts are nothing more than illusions. You are not defined by your past mistakes, and you are not limited by what others think of you. The only thing holding you back is the belief that you can't do something or that you're not worthy of success. We all face moments of doubt, but those moments don't define us. It's how we respond to them that matters. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, or that success is reserved for other people, you're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. Beliefs shape your actions. If you believe you can't do something, you'll unconsciously avoid taking the necessary steps to succeed. But if you change your beliefs, if you start to see yourself as capable, worthy, and able to overcome obstacles, your actions will reflect that. The truth is, we all have untapped potential within us. There is so much more to you than you realize. But if you don't believe in your own potential, you'll never give yourself the chance to uncover it. We are often our own harshest critics, yet we rarely stop to question whether the limitations we place on ourselves are actually valid. We allow fear, insecurity, and past failures to dictate our future, when in reality, the only true limits are the ones we impose on ourselves. You can't succeed if you don't give yourself permission to try. One of the most powerful things you can do to unlock your potential is to challenge the beliefs that are holding you back. Start by identifying the limiting beliefs that have been ingrained in your mind over the years. Are they based on facts, or are they simply the result of past experiences and negative self-talk? Once you recognize these limiting beliefs for what they are, false narratives, you can start to replace them with empowering ones. Instead of telling yourself, I can't say I can, and I will find a way. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to their ability to see possibilities where others see obstacles. Successful people understand that the only real limit is the one they set for themselves. If you want to reach new heights, you have to stop seeing yourself as the obstacle and start seeing yourself as the solution. The next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, what's holding me back? Is it the situation, or is it my own perception of my abilities? Recognize that you have the power to change your narrative, to push through fear, and take action despite your doubts. When you stop being your own biggest obstacle, you open up the door to infinite possibilities. The only true limitations you face are the ones you place on yourself. Let go of them, and you'll discover a world of potential you never knew existed.